Travis Wayne Goodsell. As I went over the news, I noticed the Jewish leader here in Utah spoke out against the insurrection on Wednesday. The Catholic Bishop of Utah spoke out against the insurrection of Utah. There were some Utah legislators who spoke out against the insurrection of Utah. And of course we know about Mitt Romney speaking out against it. Senator Lee also spoke out against it. Unfortunately, there were those who voted against the election of Biden. When you're silent, you confess complicity, the guilt of complicity. That's why you saw a whole bunch of Republicans immediately come out and denounce and even use the word insurrection, both by Pence and others, McConnell. But then Pence is refusing to invoke the 25th Amendment, and McConnell is already threatening to not hold an impeachment vote until after the inauguration. But at least they came out claiming they were disapproving. Both McConnell and Pence were targeted for assassination, but they still go back to supporting Trump. And then we get the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Guess who has been silent when other religious leaders are speaking out, when others are speaking out? The church claims they don't have to speak out on every issue. But the overthrow of America? They know about Joseph Smith saying the Constitution would be in jeopardy, that it's necessary for the elders of Israel to save America. They know all about that. It's not just we Mormons who have left the church or are still in it. The church leaders know. They're not naive. They're not in a bubble. They're just silent. And in their silence, they are confessing their guilt. Not just being complicit, but being a part of it. Now, maybe it was because of me and my email to the federal court that very next morning that they felt it was inappropriate to give a statement. I would have thought it would have been more appropriate for them to come out and denounce it, to distance themselves. But then again, the federal judges, in their silence, in many cases, Judge First from the beginning, and now Judge Tina Campbell, are demonstrating their complicity, that they are protecting the church. So just think about that. Even if you don't believe my videos where I talk about the real church history, that Brigham Young was a part of the Illuminati through the Scottish Rites Masonry, and that the inverted pentagram is that symbol of the Illuminati, and that it was their intention to attack and destroy America during this time period, 2017 to 2024, as coded in the Book of Mormon with the astronomical, Brigham Young called astrology being a revelator, astronomical dating given in the Book of Mormon, which came from John's revelation. ABC4 News Utah at least covered the trilogy of Mercury, Jupiter, and Saturn that you can begin to see tonight, because they're in front of the sun, so when the sun sets you can then start to see them at night as they're setting. You'll be able to see them together for the next 3 days. 3 nights. 2.5 nights. 2 nights. 3 nights. But, yeah, I mean, Mormons are looking for the church, for guidance as to how to react and respond to the insurrection. And because the church is silent, the Mormons readily acknowledge that the church agrees and is complicit with the insurrection. And so they then too say, oh, okay, I guess the church is okay with it. Then I'm going to trust all of these fake news stories about how it was Antifa who was acting as fascists. Fascism are terrorists who cause insurrection, not Antifa. I can't believe Fox is trying to pull that one. But yeah, if their audience is dumb, they're taking advantage of them. And it all comes back to Russia. Russia's the one in charge, and the church is complicit. So, there you have it. I mean, what more proof do you need? I'm right. The church themselves, with their silence, confesses I am right. They confess that I win my lawsuit. And they know they've got Judge Tina Campbell in their pocket. They know I'm right. They all know I'm right.